Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about the new audio card made by EVGA and also in partnership with Audio Note, which is a European company, if I remember correctly, and they are known for making really good audio devices, especially from vacuum tubes or something of the sort. They just use some different audio that supposedly makes it sound better. To some people it may sound better, some people it doesn't. But that's off topic. So anyway, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe, and this will be a disclaimer to EVGA right here. So go ahead and skip ahead because there's going to be some spoilers. Just skip ahead to the timestamp in the comments below. Well, I've already warned you. So EVGA, we would like to go ahead and say that this is nothing against y'all. We are just giving a honest review of what our experience is. If you want to have more, I don't know, if you want to talk to us about it, you can go ahead and email us at custom0made0pcs@gmail.com, and you can just maybe try to fix it. I have no idea what you want to do, but that is our best way to fix it. So, beginning, we're going to be talking about the good. So we want to start by talking with that because we would like to go ahead and give credit where credit is due. So it does have a lot of features in terms of the software side and the hardware. So first, talking about the hardware, it's got some preamps you can install, some different ones that are interchangeable. I remember when I first bought it, I don't think these laws were passed, but in the United States and Canada, warranty void stickers are no longer allowed. So pretty much companies can't say, we're not going to repair your device because warranty void sticker was on there. They have to specifically know that you broke the device by your own doing. So, pretty much back then I wouldn't have taken it apart because it might have been void, but now I'm pretty sure you can, so I have no problems with that. But in terms of software, it does have a few software features that are pretty nice, like noise reduction on the microphone side. So that's actually pretty nice, and there's also some, it was called, if I remember correctly, sound leveling or something of that. And if I'm thinking correctly, that is a compressor, but that's only a guess. I think it was called, it's like volume leveling, and you can make it balanced or soft or louder, and I don't know why that was there. Didn't find it useful, but it was still there, so at least there's that. So it also gets very loud, and that is thanks to the very good preamps that are installed on the device. So getting it loud may not be good for what it's intended for, which is lifelike gaming, but it is good for professional use because you can drive a lot of headphones and stuff, and just ones that are harder to drive, and you have to have a better amp to drive them. So it also, my favorite thing is that it looks really good. So it's got a nice finish. It is gray. It fits in pretty much any build. It's got some RGB on it. It's got a nice heatsink on it. Nice sharp angles. Really, really cool stuff. Sadly, it has no backplate. That is fixed in the version 2.0. But sadly, the 2.0 is bright orange. So kind of doesn't fit most builds, especially not mine, which is white and black. So I kind of find that stupid that they would have made it orange, because you can't really fix that without painting it, and I don't feel comfortable painting this card or that card, so don't know why you did that, guys, but you did. So it does have RGB. Some people may like that. I'm impartial. It's okay. So it's also got a lot of options for the output. So it's got if I remember correctly, a quarter jack, a quarter-inch jack with an adapter that lets the quarter-inch jack turn into a 3.5 millimeter audio jack, so you can plug headphones into that. It's also got a line in, it's also got a microphone in, SPDIF port, and 2 RCA, one for left, one for right, and another adapter that turns the RCA into one 3.5 millimeter audio jack. So that's good if you're already using the quarter-inch jack and you just need to go ahead and plug in the RCA via the adapter and then the headphone 3.5 millimeter audio jack. So yeah, that's pretty much all the good. So now we're going to go ahead and talk about the bad. So there's a pretty big list here, and we'll be talking about it for a minute here. So let's just start back to when I opened the product, when I actually opened the box. So it came from Newegg, and when I opened the box, it had all the standard Newegg stuff. But then when I actually got to the EVGA box, it looked really good, nice, really nice box, really nice packaging. It was packaged with nice thick and firm foam, so it wouldn't get damaged in shipping. Looked really good. And then it was protected in an anti-static bag. It looked really good inside there. You take it out, it looked pretty big for an audio card. I mean, they can fit such a tiny little audio card onto your motherboard, and, you know, that's really cool. But putting it in a big form factor can help with interference by the other components, because there is a lot of interference in a computer, a lot of electronic interference, because, well, it's a computer. So, good box, like I said, again, a really good box. And so I went ahead and plugged it in. It's plugged in via PCIe port. I think it's 3X, don't quote me on that. But then you have to plug in a SATA power cable. That SATA power cable powers the entire card, which is a really cool choice. I plugged it in, I booted up Spotify, and I couldn't tell a difference at all from my motherboard's audio. Get it really loud though, which is useless because I don't want my gaming to be blaring loud. So after that, I was like, okay, well, at least it looks good, right? But then the software started failing, and I was like, dang, this really sucks, because I had to contact their support multiple times, and their support tried to help me as much as they could. They were very useful and professional, but it doesn't really matter because they couldn't really fix it. So finally I sent it in for an RMA to get it fixed, because I really wanted to fix the device. So after sending it for an RMA, I had to pay $20 in shipping, because you have to pay a lot of insurance on it. So that was kind of awful. And then when I actually got it there, it took a few weeks to process it. Finally, they sent it back to me. Opened the product. It looked really good. It was cleaned. They cleaned all the dust and stuff off of it, and it was cleaned really well too. And then I noticed they broke the SPDIF port. I mean, completely ruined it. If you plug a SPDIF cable into it and try to listen to the audio, it sounds like a robot. It was really awful, and I don't know what they did to it, but that was kind of the deal breaker for me. That was the point where I noticed this just isn't, I don't want to buy this. I'm sorry I bought this. That's when I really started feeling just like it was a bad product. So yeah, that was not fun. But they did contact me saying I could send it in again, and I could get free shipping into their facility. I didn't want to do that because I really wanted to have my Soundcard. I'd been able to use it for months at that point. So that was awful. And after that, I had to contact support a few more times. I finally found the problem, and the problem was, well, a really stupid problem. So turns out the software has some sort of glitch to where sometimes it just decides to break itself, and it spits out audio errors to YouTube and stuff, and that was the problem I was facing. All you have to do is maybe restart your computer or change the sample rate. So, great, I guess. And then they told me to report it as a bug problem, and they told me, yeah, sometimes YouTube can't handle the audio format. So I don't know if that's true. I'm not an audio expert, but all I know is that sometimes it would work and sometimes it wouldn't. So that kind of doesn't seem to be the problem. It may have been just to make me not worry about it anymore because I found a fix for it. I don't know, but it still really makes me angry that I still am running into this problem. Even if I turn it down to the lowest quality, it still gives me those errors. And, I kind of don't believe what they say about that. And I really wish they'd fix it. EVGA, please, fix the problem. So the next thing I noticed is this thing gets warm. I went ahead and felt it as it was running. I felt the edge of it, and dang, it burned my finger. I mean, this thing gets really, really hot. It doesn't tell you in the software how hot it is, but I can tell it was pretty darn hot. So, could that be part of the problem? Probably. But what am I going to do? Because, I've already bought it, and it's probably past its warranty, and, everything's already been said and done. So, after that, I also want to say that the RGB isn't great. It kind of looks a little choppy because there's not many LEDs built into the little RGB strip. It's not really a strip. It's just a little logo pretty much, and not that great and it doesn't have a lot of options for the RGB. So I was expecting there to be like what Asus did, the music option, to where when you play music, it kind of dances with the music. It didn't even have that. And also the white looked really ugly. I mean, I have some $10 strips that look better than this RGB. So, yeah. And it doesn't even get that bright. So, not very good in my opinion. So, the next thing I want to go over is how it's marketed. It's marketed for gamers. So you may be saying, come on, don't give it such a hard time. You're probably not even using good headphones with it. And it's true. I'm using simple gaming headphones with it, some HyperX clouds, and I'm using a simple generic stereo with it. But it's marketed for gamers. So a gamer's not going to have the most audiophile headphones you can have. I mean, it's for gamers, right? I mean, come on, EVGA. This isn't that hard. Come on. So, it's not good enough. It's not, it's too much for gamers. It's too expensive. And so we know this is marketed for gamers, but we also know that it's too good for gamers. Let's be real honest here. It's too good for them. I mean, no offense to gamers, but usually gamers don't have the most high-quality headphones and the most high-quality stereo. I mean, you don't need those for gaming. It's just not practical. So, the Soundcard's just not for gamers. So, your next question is probably, well, I'm a professional. Should I use it? And the answer is, no. You really shouldn't, because you can get so much better for the cost it is. You can just get, a really nice DAC or something, which is a digital to audio converter. Digital to analog audio converter. That's it. So, you can just get something like that as a professional, because this is still going to introduce noise, because it's in the middle of a computer, which is all like a microwave of noise. So, pretty much you can just get something external and call it a day. So, the truth is I've had two products from EVGA. So, I've had a power supply, and I've had this. And I've had to RMA both. The power supply decided to die and take 2 hard drives with it. Luckily, there was nothing important on those hard drives, but hard drives cost money. I mean, still, they fixed it. They fixed the hard drive. But the sound card, we're still seeing what's going to happen. And the version 2 of the sound card, I was thinking about maybe upgrading one day to the new sound card when I bought this one, But now I know I don't want to upgrade to that because I've had such a bad experience with this one. So why would I go ahead and upgrade to the new one? And also, I think the new one's ugly. Orange is not my favorite color in a computer. So we have a little game I want you to play. This is the question of today. So what I want you to do is post in the comments how much you think that this sound card is worth. How much it costs at retail. So I want you to go ahead and post that. And then I also want you to pause it here. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and answer how much it actually costs. So this card is, drum roll, $250 United States dollars. That's crazy. I mean, because you can get so much for that, and this is so little. This is not great, and it saddens me when I know I bought this because it's just not worth it. I'm sad I bought this, and I really hate to say it because I wanted to love this product. I really wanted to love this product. Because I saw it and I was like, dang, I have to buy this because I'm a little bit of an audiophile, and I was like, this could be really good. This will, and I looked it up, and everyone was like, oh yeah, this is the Ferrari of sound cards, and it's actually a little too much like a Ferrari because it breaks down all the time and it really isn't that great, and it costs a whole lot of money. So, yeah, not a good buy for me. So my main points today. So my main points are, yes, it looks great, it has a lot of features, and it has some good connection on it. But the audio is not that great. I mean, it's not bad. Don't get me wrong. This is not bad audio. It's just, it could be better. Let's be honest here. For gamers, this isn't better at all. And unless your motherboard is really old and has terrible audio quality, then don't buy this, honestly. And even if your motherboard has terrible quality, don't buy this. Go buy a cheaper one that's just as good and so much cheaper. I mean, what's the point here? I don't know who EVGA is trying to sell to, but it's just not, it's not good. And I don't like this product. And I think they hyped it up. I don't know why there's so many videos saying how good this is, because it really misled me, because this isn't that great. And I wouldn't buy it again. And maybe this is just me. Maybe my ears aren't good enough to hear whatever audio differences. But either way, not a good fit for me, and I wouldn't advise it to anyone who's looking for a sound card. So yeah, unless you absolutely want the best audio, and you absolutely have to have something inside your computer. You can't have something that goes outside of your computer. I don't know. I don't know why you would, but yeah, it's good for you if that's what's happening. I mean, again, I don't see when that would happen. But, so I do want to go over a little background of why sound cards even exist, why they are a thing. So, back in the day of when computers had really bad onboard audio, when the onboard audio just, it was really bad and didn't sound great because they weren't able to have enough space to actually put the audio card in the audio card that's built inside the motherboard, which most motherboards, pretty much all motherboards nowadays have them. So, yes, the reason they used to have sound cards, they were first made, is because you would simply plug the sound card in and it would make your audio sound much better because it was so much bigger and it was able to have, heat spreaders or whatever else it needed, and it was able to have its own processing unit that processed the audio, because back then audio actually put a big strain on your CPU. Now it doesn't really have an improvement unless you have a really bad CPU. So you're not going to tell a difference in performance unless, again, you have a really bad computer. I noticed nothing, and I use a Ryzen 2600X. So, yeah, again, that's why they used to have them, and they kind of fell out of style, because we started to get better audio on our motherboards, and we just kind of decided, hey, these aren't really needed anymore. Let's not use them. And pretty much then they fell out of style. But then EVGA said, hey, let's just make one and let's try to sell it. And this is what came out. So anyway, conclusion time. So I wouldn't personally buy it again, and I would not advise buying it for yourself. But it's not awful. I mean, if you just got your heart set on it, if you love design, I don't know. I guess you could get it. We have no sponsor yet. I do want to talk a little bit about our channel, what's going on. So I look really dramatic right now, like I'm a villain in some TV show, and that is because one of our lights is not working. So, yay to that, I guess. And the audio probably sounds a little odd, and that's because our cable also went out. Great timing. So, those two might be a little odd. We hope we can fix those soon. So, no sponsor yet. We actually are looking to get 1,000 subscribers, because once we hit that threshold, we get to start making ad revenue, so we can bring better content with better video, better audio, and also simply more stuff that we can review and stuff. So yes, make sure you subscribe and like this video so that we can get to 1,000 subscribers each. Subscriber counts. You would be one of the first ones to subscribe, and that would really make us happy. So our question of today was already stated back there, but we would like to have a second question of today. Yes, I know it's so many questions of the day, but we really want to ask this one. So the simple question is, do you use onboard audio? So the audio that comes on your motherboard. Do you use that, or do you use a sound card, or do you use a DAC or DAC or digital to analog converter? Please just tell us what you use. And yep, so that's it. Thank you guys for watching another video with custom made PCs and another review on the EVGA new sound card. And that is not new, like a new product. That is NU. I think that's how you pronounce it. But that's NU by Audio Note. They're in, again, they're I don't even know, they're working together for some reason, but yep, so this is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Remember to leave a like and subscribe. Goodbye.